All right, everybody. Thanks for tuning to the Biz with D, and this is your boy David Dwayne, of course. And I'd like to say thank y'all for tuning in, always and right now. So right now on the line, I have Colby Bright. He's a dope rapper, and he's on the line live and direct with us. What's going on, Colby?
Yo, how y'all doing, man?
We doing great. How about yourself?
Can't complain, man. So I here getting it like every day, I here working like always.
That's what's up. Got to,
man.
So thank you so much for doing this interview with us. We really do appreciate it.
Oh, not a problem, man. Appreciate y'all reaching out, man. Definitely appreciate y'all reaching out and everybody that's tuning in,
Not a problem. So tell the listeners who may not know who you are, tell them about yourself.
Well, I'm an upcoming hip-hop artist out here in Montgomery, Texas, about 45 minutes north of Houston. Just working hard at what I do. We've been around the country, performed everywhere, from D.C. to Atlanta, Florida, Chicago, New York, South by Southwest multiple times. A little bit of everything. Collaborated with a few major artists, Young Buck, track with the game. It's all unreleased material. We just signed a distribution for the sequel with Interscope about 3 weeks ago. So we're just, working. Just upcoming artists working out here. Trying to get it like everybody else. So shout out to all the real artists out there, really, working hard at their craft. So.
That's what's up, and I definitely wanted to say congratulations on that because I just was reading something about that. So congrats. That's a big deal.
I appreciate it. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. I definitely feel blessed, for the opportunities and stuff like that. But I'm very hard working. I don't want to say that I'm not happy with where I'm at, but I'm never satisfied. I'm constantly reaching for the next thing. I'm constantly trying to stay ahead of the curve, and definitely trying to look for the next way to progress and build my brand. So part of that is this interview. So I want to send a huge shout out to y'all. Thank y'all. Thank you, David Dwayne, and everybody else over there. For reaching out and working with this interview on it.
Not a problem. So tell the listeners who are some of your musical influences.
My musical influence. I grew up listening to a lot of Tupac. That was just the poetic side of it, and the message behind his music was so strong, man. And that was really probably my biggest influence. I been writing poetry since I was about 12 years old. So I've always been, I've always had a way with words. I feel like I probably started. I'm 26, so I probably started recording and everything when I was around 18. But I was a hip hop head before I even started actually recording my own music and reciting my own material and stuff like that. I would definitely have to say probably my biggest influence as an artist would definitely have to be Tupac. Just the whole struggle, the whole come from nothing to be something. That is basically what my message is. Whether you want to be a doctor or a lawyer or a nurse or basically just shoot for your dreams and anything is possible out here. And his message was so strong that I just got captivated, and that was really something that was a big influence on getting me going on a lot of stuff. Like I said, every times when I remember having nothing but a Tupac CD and headphones, So I've always been a big music head. So definitely I'd probably say Tupac as far as musical influences. Influences outside of that, probably definitely my mother. Like that's my everything. That's my heart. That's what I work so hard for. That's what I work so hard for. It's how I get up every day and push. That's probably life in itself. That is, my biggest personal influence. That's my mother. So probably two biggest influences, and it keeps me going. Is like I said, musical on the music side. Tupac was a huge influence, and my mother in life in general, and the supporters. All the love I get is sometimes overwhelming, and it's very much appreciated. So that definitely makes you want to go harder, dig deeper, and push, stronger. So those are definitely where I get my energy and my influences from.
Nice. That's what's up. I can dig it. I definitely can. So I watched your music video for The Lights, and I wanted to say that's a great video. How'd you come up with the concept for it?
I appreciate it. That video was actually kind of weird. I have a little story behind it. I actually heard, I have a producer, Nick Modified out there out of Milwaukee. He actually took a sample of that Ellie Goldie song, and I had never heard the song before I heard the sample, and the beat
Wow.
out in this area, about 20 minutes away from my city. Actually, we actually squeezed that in, and, we shot that one day. Actually went straight from the hospital. My mother was in the hospital at the time. Actually went straight from the hospital to the video shoot, and just kind of faked it out. We had been discussing the locations and all that. But the song definitely came along first, and even after I heard the Ellie Goulding song, I felt like the remix was still strong. So that's why it was the first video released off of this mixtape, which I had released September 1st, called Take Off Season, and you can download that free online on my official website at colbybrightmusic.com. So that's available for free download. The second video will be coming out probably next week or two. So I feel like that was one of the songs that we wanted to push first. It was also one of the first songs that I completed. Well, maybe the second or third song that I completed for this mixtape I was working on. And generally when I do mixtapes, I probably do 25, 30 songs. And narrow it down. And kind of, I feel mixtapes like an album. I like it to have a flow from beginning to end. I like it to tell a story. I don't necessarily just want to take a bunch of songs and throw them together. So just because one song might have been stronger than the other,
right.
I definitely want to it might not have made the mixtape because I want the tape to have a flow. But for the song in itself, man, it came together actually pretty fast. And, sometimes I feel like that's when things happen the best, when it just kind of naturally flows. The video, the song, everything kind of just naturally flowed together. And, before we knew it, the video was done and we were, moving on to the next project. So I appreciate you taking the time to check it out, man. And for everybody else, tuning in, you can check that out on YouTube. Look at my YouTube page. It's youtube.com/ColbyBrightMusic. So definitely can check it out there. So I appreciate you checking it out, man.
Yeah, not a problem at all. So let's also talk about being featured on MTV.com, because, that's a great look, for real. Like, I can't compare that to Interscope. I can't compare that as far as Interscope Records is concerned, with that whole thing, but that's a big deal as well. How does that feel?
It's great. It's a humbling feeling, and to look at it, and I had just got the link in my email. So I'm like, oh, okay, check this out. And you check it out, and it's got your hometown, and a lot of people outside of Texas, or even really outside of 300-400 mile radius for that matter, you might not know where I'm from. I'm from Montgomery, Texas. That's about 30-45 minutes north. Like I said, of Houston, as I said, a little earlier. But it was a great feeling. To be acknowledged. It definitely was a sense of motivation. I had a lot of people in my hometown, and it made me feel good to make them feel good. And he's like, hey, he's really representing our city out here. You know what I mean? For instance, saying Montgomery, Texas, across it. To me, that meant a lot. You know what I mean? That in itself meant a whole lot. It meant a lot to the supporters. It showed that, because a lot of people out here, if you're close, you can say you're from here. You know what I mean? I'm very big on that. It's a small town, but I'm very big on representing where I come from and what makes me who I am today. And as far as the MTV thing, like I said, it was great. It was good. To be acknowledged by, something that's been around for decades, and it's still to this day one of the biggest, central places, and definitely a good outlet for music for any artist. It definitely felt great, man. And when I get things like that, it's not one of those things where I'm like, oh wow, MTV. I definitely was a little shocked. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
It's a great feeling, but it was more. It pushes me to work harder. You know what I mean? Like I'm like, okay, cool, we're getting traction there. So it's more like, okay, like a checklist. Like, okay, now how can I figure out how to take this page and take it one step further? How can I utilize this page? You know what I mean? So that was definitely, after the 5 minutes of like, wow, looking at it, checking it out. After that, it's kind of like, how can I utilize this? How can I gain traction off of this? How can I use this to better, further my progress and move forward with it and use this as a tool?
Right.
So that's definitely, it's a great feeling though, so I appreciate you checking that out for me also, man.
Yeah, not a problem. So let's talk about this project that you recently dropped in September that you just told us about.
September 1st, obviously with the mixtape that dropped, I put a lot of work in it. I had some production from Bonafide Beats, as I mentioned earlier, a couple of producers overseas, a couple of mixtape tracks with remixes, like the Light song, but that tape is definitely like an album. Like I said, I put it together like an album. Definitely has a good flow to it. I think it represents me front to back as an artist. I think it definitely portrays who I am as an artist. You know, it's more of a inspirational, up-tempo, motivating type vibe that I was going for. It definitely, I feel like, you know, when I put that project out, I feel like it solidified it. So it kind of put my message across, so to speak. So.
Nice.
Yeah, so I mean, I definitely encourage everybody to check that out. If you want to know, you know, who I am as an artist and get an understanding, you know, it's definitely all inside the music. You can get that pick off the mixtape that just dropped on September 1st on ColbyBrightMusic.com. There's actually a tab on my website, Colby Bright Music. That's ColbyBrightMusic.com. You check that out. There's a tab to pick off easy. Click on that. It'll download the phones, all that. Also keep all the music videos from this tape separate under that tab. So currently the Lights video is actually on that same tab on the website. Also, the newest video will drop soon. Will be, you know, under that tab also. And also for anybody else who doesn't have web access as much as other people, we do have a mobile phone app that is free for iPhones and Android market also. So that's the Colby Bright Music app, and you can definitely check that out. It's free download for Androids and iPhones, like I said, and you know, it's definitely a good tool for people that don't have the you know, access or computer access as much as they would like. You know?
Right.
So it definitely helps, you know, mobile listeners, you know, be able to tune in and be able to keep up with all the updates and everything. So I feel like that's a good tool for everybody to check out too. So like I said, it's the Colby Bright Music app. It's an Android market and iPhone app as well. So, and it's free download, by the way. So I feel like everybody should go ahead and get one of those, and that's a good way to keep up with everything I do. Also, you know, mobile. So.
So the lights that stop me turn to stone. You shine it when I'm alone, and so I tell myself that I'll be strong. Dreaming when they're gone.
It's your boy Colby Bright. 936, what up?
I'm on the fire on the track.
See, we done been there. We done done that. Went there. We won that. Now it's time to put it in. Make sure they remember us. Turn the lights up bright. Turn the music up loud. And get ready to do this takeoff season. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Shit up my past to the triumphs of my future. I was born and I'm here to last. Caught up in this life of music. I've been down and I've been back up. Been on the ground, got my ass up. I done fought for my whole life. Never really knew what the match was. Hey, I started this from just a seed. I got a vision for the world.